Hello, Lana Scott Lighthouse. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Thank you for all your likes, subscribe, and shares. I was busy earlier today, so it took a little while to get this reading for y'all. I'm going to explain it the best way I can. I do have kind of a tidbit left over from the last reading or the reading I did before, compared to with what I've got going on here that's on the table. And guys, it's big. You're just going to have patience with me. So they last night, a lot of times right before I fall asleep, they used to show me people that I didn't know who they were. Well, they gave me a little message about, and I'm gonna call this guy the consultant. On the reading I did the last one or the one before, they were talking about one of the three people that are people like him. They were talking about somebody that acts like a consultant, and he does everything through his third eye. And I was almost asleep last night, and I got this image, and I'm like, okay, guys, I'm trying to go to sleep. And they're going, no, but we want you to tell them this. I'm like, okay. So what they were showing me was this guy I'm calling the consultant, and people like him. The way that you're going to use your gift through your third eye is kind of like remote viewing. And I don't know about any of you younger folk, but when I was a kid, we had a TV called a Philco. And it's one of those big, giant TVs, has a big, giant screen. And, they were all in black and white. And so they were showing me this old-fashioned TV and the TV screen. And I saw it, mind you, I was almost asleep, so my eyes were closed. But I saw this TV pop up. And I, turned my head. And as I turned my head, the picture in the screen changed. You know how when you're driving out in the country and you look out the window and all the trees are whizzing by? Well, the TV stayed still, but the trees or the landscape was flashing by. So that's how some of you are going to see through your third eye doing remote viewing. You will be able to tune in on a spot or a place through remote viewing through your third eye and be able to see the landscape. Now, it's going to be different for everyone. I don't know if they're saying you're going to see a certain spot, if you're going to see an event happening or people, but you'll know intuitively when people consult you where this place is, or however the storyline works out for you at that time. Okay? So guys, that's not going to resonate for everybody. Take it how it resonates for you, because not everybody's going to have that gift, but they're saying it's important. So I'm just telling y'all what they told me. So I wasn't really sure where they wanted us to go. So I just started pulling runes. And at first they gave me something about a person. And then when they continued on with the rest of the rune pull, I realized they were telling me about one person or at least one of the people that's in this group. So this is actually a group reading about how some of you are going to be going into the future. And guys, they told me this hasn't happened yet, but it's already beginning. So, and because we have gathering your tribe here, they're talking about as different people spread out and go down their journey and their pathways, that as the people you meet, you'll be gathering your tribe. So let me explain this to y'all and see if this resonates for any of you guys. So what we start off with is start off with reverse Perth. This is saying to me that, this is for people that already know they have their gifts. They're already knowing that there's something special they're supposed to do. Somehow they're supposed to help other people, how they're supposed to use their gifts, and how they're going to be going into the future. Okay, so knowing this and already and coming to an understanding of that, it makes you more whole. In other words, more of your higher self, your soul, and your conscious self on this plane of existence are going to be more integrated. And this is also about this reading is also talking about evolving humanity. Okay, and as I go through it, y'all understand what I'm saying. So we've got completion of beginnings because we have Ing, and a lot of you have already stepped through this doorway. And a lot of you, as you're understanding now what your gifts mean, you're very happy about it. Okay, and then the next part of it was healers and strength. Being on your spiritual journey. There being lots of flow now as you go into the future. Okay. And spiritual attainment. All right. Now they showed me one person, a younger girl, or somebody like her, that her gifts come through the female her female lineage because they showed me an aunt, either an aunt or a mom. I thought it was mom. At first they said, no, this is her aunt. Both of them are very blonde haired, or more light colored skin, light blonde hair. But they were talking about these are some very intuitive, and it could be guys too. Don't y'all take it as just, they were just showing me one person of many, okay? Spirit of Place is the first card they told me to pull. Well, I pulled 3 because they always tell me pull this many, pull that many. So first of all, we have Spirit of Place. So these people, where they're at is where they get a lot of their understanding and their gifts of how the energies work, earth works. They pull a lot of native spiritual energy from the earth, and they're healing type of people. They actually showed me a girl doing some kind of a ritual to combine with earth spirits or nature spirits to heal places. She just merges with the energy and she knows what to do. Sometimes she does rituals, but she's not necessarily a pagan, so to speak. She's just very in tune with the land around her, okay? And she's part of this growing tribe. Also, they were saying that these people will also, they follow their internal compass. In other words, if they feel called to go in a certain direction, it weighs on them, or they think about it until they actually start making arrangements to do so because they feel called to go, okay? And we have a lot of new beginning stuff in here too, guys. So some of you are in the near future will be moving, making changes, going to places where you feel called to go. They're still showing me a person that will actually, that's not necessarily pagan-minded, but they're showing me a lover of earth and nature that maybe goes to meetings of that type. Some of them maybe actually be witches or pagan-minded people. Maybe some of those, I forget, there's an organization that deals with Earth Day, with love of the planet and cleaning up the land and that kind of stuff. So this may be somebody that goes to some kind of coalition events or something like that because they want to do their part, okay? Also, this girl and the petite people like her, home is where everything came together for them. That's where they felt the most loved, the most secure. That's where they were taught to respect the land, to have a strong sense of place, and to have respect for everything. This is somebody that likes animals, talks to, has their own little, I don't want to say invisible, not invisible, right? They're saying that they have their own little energetic tribe, like some of these people maybe feel very strongly about fairies, or the insects and animals of the forest, or just the animal and elementals too, because we have elemental in here as well. We have Hagalaz in here, which is also speaking about elemental energies, okay? So for this first group of people that they're talking about, we've got Spirit Keeper of the East. So this is some of you that your gifts have already come in, and in the near future, you will start feeling pulled to actually go to other places to meet other people and expand your boundaries, where you're not going to be happy just staying at home and doing good things. You're going to want to find other people that have like-minded energies, beliefs, abilities, joining new kinds of organizations or starting organizations to, they're telling me nature anyone know what the Nature Conservatory is? It's a, they have a, what is that thing? The Sierra Club, I think, is like them, where they're determined to save parts of forests and stuff like that. A lot of the healers will also be interested in that kind of stuff. Okay, so they're saying that a lot of you will go and you're going to feel like you're being called to just go out there and do more things, move to other places. They're also talking about some people may decide to become oh God, what do they call them? Not game wardens. What do they call the people that work in the forest? Some people will want to join the national parks to make sure that some people don't, rise in the parks. A lot of people, they go and they start fires and they do stupid things. And so somebody that loves the earth and wants to help do conservative things may decide to join the National Forestry Commission. Mind you, that's not going to resonate for everybody. They're just showing me some examples of what some of you will see as a better way to use your gifts. Okay? So then we have on your personal journey, Okay? And you can either see this, guys, as either a bunch of you being on your personal journey or joining and looking to meet other people. And the reason why I say that is because then we have transformation, breakthrough, path of destiny, elemental disruption. But I'm still seeing this as somebody that has a lot of, they're just earth conscious. Okay? And this is going to open up and give a lot of you a feeling of, this is where I'm supposed to be, because you've got this spiritual attainment here in this opening, and it's going to help you realize going into the future, you're going to feel at home with whatever you decide to do, and whatever way you decide to help. So then they were talking about, again, I see Thurius as having gone through Ing, okay, and that's when a lot more of you will be moving or moving around, rather, and it doesn't mean physically moving. It can be also joining, because you're going to be gathering your tribe. So you're going to be looking for other people like you. Some of you may stay home and join something online. Some of you may join the local conservatory or some way to help the earth, or again, visit, because I was still getting a lot of things about wanting to help people as well, okay? This is where you're going to find more people like you as you spread your wings, so to speak, and get the rewards for your efforts. Because y'all, gathering your tribe, and this right here about the Othello, because guys are saying this hasn't happened yet. They're saying a lot of you are still in the after knowing your gifts. So they're talking about this is as you go into the future, okay? So guys, this is very much a futuristic type reading. And by the way, I did have the three new energies that stepped up 2 readings ago came in today. And when I started asking about what do they want me to talk about specific people, 3 more like spirit guide energies have stepped up. So guys, we're getting a crowded room over here. But anyway, so then we have going on your journey, maybe going to a new job, new school, moving somewhere new where you're going to meet more people like you. Because Manas is the humanity room. And then we got Gibu, which is partnerships, coming to yourself and prayers answered, and life going forward. Okay? This is why I'm saying that they're telling me this is all in the process of. Okay? So then, for some of you, now that you've already realized what your gifts are, you're starting to get new ideas. You're starting to see how you can make it work for you, how you can help, how you can have a better life than you had before. And they're saying a lot of you are going to want to leave from where you're at because you're going to want to have new experiences, come out of your shell, start, especially for those of you that are very shy and not very people orientated, okay? Because we get ride the wave, and it's telling, I don't know how to describe this card, because it really kind of means like finding peace, prosperity, love, and joy to me, and being happy that you found all that. But it's also talking about having new experiences. And the reason that is because some of you, after your gifts came in, you were like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And it kind of made you feel like you were going in circles, okay? And even for some of you, coming apart and feeling like, oh, that could never happen for me. Guys, don't never think it can never happen to you. I mean, I moved 5 states away for all my gifts to totally open up. And online, I have found so many wonderful people. Guys, don't discount moving to a new place, joining a new group, talking to more people, making new friends online, because all those experiences, even if you don't actually meet the person in person, I mean, there's so many treasures and gifts you can find by getting out and talking to more people and doing more things, joining other groups, book clubs, maybe joining even your local small theater. You'll find more people with like-minded ideas. You see what I'm saying? So this is definitely about a group and how going into the future, some of the things are going to play out for some of you. Okay? Does that make sense so far? And guys, don't let nothing stop you. If you think of something you want to do, and right now it's driving you nuts, don't let it. Realize that the universe is, again, guys, too, this reading is also talking about us evolving. And I've been hearing a little bit more about that. on other channels and other. It seems like some other people I've been listening to and hearing talk of is. I think all of us are going through that shift where we're all evolving, and yeah, they're saying yes. This is definitely has to do with us as humanity as we are evolving, and finding more people like us and wanting to make a difference. Okay, guys, so take that how it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but they're just saying super expansion going into the future. God knows, I've gone through a lot of expansion, and I'm pretty sure I cannot be the only one. And talking to some of you out there, other people are also seeing their gifts and trying to figure out how they're going to use them and seeing what's coming in for them in the future. Guys, in the future, it's just, how can I say this? It just feels like they're telling me we're just going to change so much that it's still going to be home, but so much is expanding, it's just going to, I can't even try to say what, I'm having a hard time pulling it in. It's just not going to stay the same, guys. Everybody's changing, okay? And then what we have is we have owl medicine, and it's talking about new experiences and deciding that to break the boundaries, not to do the same thing you've always done, because the old ways won't work anymore. They're talking about stretching out your boundaries, going to new places, doing new things. And then we have Grandmother Earth, and this is talking about more people's energies merging with understanding nature spirits, plants, animals, becoming more grounded, listening to your instincts, energetically going forward, I think is what they're saying. Yeah, they're shaking their head. Yeah, yes. Okay. And then we have Peace Pipe. And they're talking about, again, this is another thing to do with about gathering your tribe. Maybe some small groups will go meet other groups to see what else is out there, what they want to do, and how they want to change things. They're saying, yes, that's right. So, guys, this is what I have for you. I just see so much movement in here. It's just kind of staggering. Mind you, all of us are in a different place. All of us are on our personal journey, but it just feels like, even though we have spirit of place and home up here, the compass just tells me there's going to be so much movement, so much expanding your boundaries, leaving behind what just doesn't feel comfortable anymore, being stuck in the mud and just wanting to, change everything for the better. And guys, it looks like it's happening. Now they're saying that a lot of this is like in the beginning process of, but they're saying as we go forward into the future, so many of us, I like to say so many of y'all, because I'm 60 years old and I don't know, I think a lot of y'all are way younger than me, but just going into the future, it just feels like there's a lot of movement here. Okay. And a lot of people figuring out how they want to use their gifts, how they want to help, rather it's, going somewhere and healing the earth, healing people, going to a drumming ceremony, they're saying. Hang on, guys. Drumming ceremony, what else? They're saying for some of you that live in the bigger cities and more progressive places, like New York, California, other places like that, where there's more like-minded people, there's bigger groups of. Some of you are going to go to some things, different things you've never gone to before, and you're going to experience new kind of things. Like people going to watch the Indians up in the mountains, a group that they know of, to do their native dances. You'll learn something new. Some of you may go somewhere where there's to some kind of fair, they're saying. A fair? Like a fair? Renaissance fairs, they're telling me. Not carnivals. You know how some places have those yearly fairs and they got all these different booths, and they'll have the fortune tellers, they'll have, guess your weight. You'll it's not about state fairs. Some of you may go to some state fairs and see some things that you were like, wow, really? Some of you, they're saying, may go to some of the things that are held by groups like the I'm here. They keep saying Earth Day, but Earth Day is it's a celebration of, but it's like the conservatory things. Some of you are going to go out to some things you've never been to before, and it's going to open up the way that you think. You're going to see a different perspective, and then it's going to give you a more clear idea of what you want to do on your path as you're going into the future and what you're going to find when you get there. I think a lot of us, once we start meeting more people, we're going to have more freedom. We're going to have more ideas opening up. We're going to have more ways that we want to go forward. Some of you, they're saying some of you are going to totally, once you start going out and experiencing more things that you haven't before, some of you are going to do a whole 360 turnaround because your inner compass is going to tell you to do something different. And you're going to want to find more people that are of like mind. And you're going to want to do more things. What? Hang on, they're telling me something. Do y'all know what a group was it hostel? You know how some people like would go to Europe or would go to places, they would travel around, backpacking it across the United States or somewhere like that, and they would stop at what they call hostels. You know, where you can go and rent a room for a couple of nights or something like that. Some of you will go on some journeys like that and meet people, which maybe that's a big thing for younger people, but when I was a kid, it probably was. I just wasn't exposed to it. But they're just saying all the more different ways that you can think of to get out there, okay? The more you can think of ways to travel and get out there, rather it's physically or you know, online or places that you want to go visit, like maybe you had a dream or maybe a place you always wanted to visit was in another state, and for your vacation you decide to go there, and they have some kind of a ceremony or a state fair or some kind of a big to-do that's known just to that area, like Mardi Gras is in Louisiana and the South, isn't everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? You'll go somewhere, go to something special, and it opens up a whole new world for you, okay? That's that coming alive card, guys. So, and guys are saying a lot of this for a lot of you hasn't quite happened yet. And I'm like, you're telling me to tell these people this hasn't happened yet? They're going, yes. So I'm like, okay, I'm just giving y'all the message. So guys, I really find that exciting. I know when I was in my 20s, when I first came to California, I went to an Earth Day festival. Oh my God, all the people I met. Guys, it was just awesome. There was just all these people doing all these different things, and it was all about saving the earth, and there was all kind of people selling, you know, gemstones, and people that sold their own handmade goods, and it was just a really cool experience. I only got to go to one of those, but I remember it so clear. I was down in Sacramento, and guys, it was so awesome. So I think some of you are going to get exposed to some new things, and it's just going to open up your whole world. So guys, this is what I have for you today. I'm sorry, I'm excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to do that kind of traveling. But anyway, guys, gather your tribe, figure out what it is, you know, listen to your spirit guides and your angels, because life is going forward. It's not stagnant, and it's not going to stay that way. I think so much has, guys, just in my 60 years, so much has changed. And for those of you that are younger, that are feeling like you're coming to life, I think you're going to find so many more people that are wanting to use their gifts, wanting to help change the world. And I know there's a lot of it now, but guys, we're all evolving, we're all changing. And they're telling me it's just going to get bigger and bigger. And for those of you that go out and find a new tribe, I can just see here that it's going to bring so much happiness and feeling like you're a part of something. A lot of us are going to want to feel more of a part of something, even for the loners. They're not going to want to stay. They're going to want to get out there and not be stuck in the mud nowhere. They're going to want to meet other people and make a difference in some way, some kind of way. So guys, this is Evolving of Humanity message. I don't even know what to call this one. And I just hope it resonates with some of y'all out there. If y'all like my videos, guys, like, subscribe, and share. And every time I call in y'all spiritual counselors, it seems like somebody else new comes in. I can just literally feel them come in the room. My angels are laughing at me again. They're like, it's going to keep happening. I'm like, okay. All right, guys, this is what I have for y'all. I think this is... here, I'm going to show y'all the cards too. Spirit of Place, Compass, Home, Spirit of the East, Gathering Your Tribe, Freedom Horse. Who doesn't like the sound of freedom, right? Coming to life. Guys, that spark just feels like it gets bigger in me all the time. riding the wave, being stuck in the mud and coming apart in a mountain, and realizing it's not going to stay that way. And a lot of more people coming together. All right, guys. Lana Scott Lighthouse. Guys, be a light in the darkness. Be a hero. Be your own hero. Be somebody else's hero. Until next time.